I've just had my COVID test, and in order to travel to Poland, you have to have either PCR test or the antigen one. I decided to take the cheaper one, which is the antigen. That costs £50 at Luton Airport, and you get result within 1 hour. So you can come on the day a few hours before, and then obviously go straight to the airport and catch your flight. So it's quite efficient, but obviously costs a bit of money. Hello again, that's me back at Luton Airport, and I'm flying today to Wrocław, to Poland. And the airport isn't that busy, even though there are quite a few passengers around, but there are only 4 flights. So you can imagine normally this airport will be packed in normal times, but obviously not this time. And there's only actually one shop open, WH Smith here. The rest like Starbucks, Costa, Marks & Spencer, Pret a Manger, and I think some other ones are closed, obviously, as there's no demand. But before I arrived at the airport, I made my COVID test, the antigen one. Obviously I'm negative, so I can travel, but also that allows me to skip the quarantine in Poland, as if I didn't have the test, I'll have to self-isolate for 10 days, which obviously I wouldn't want to do. So luckily I'm safe to fly, and let's see how Luton Airport looks like in February 2021. I just went through security, and you can see the departure lounge is quite sad as most of the shops are closed. Well, actually, in fact, there's only WH Smith and Boots being open, and the rest of the shops are closed. Obviously, there's only one flight this evening left to Wrocław, as the flight to Baku is just about to take off, I think.
Zostawiałem te wózki.
Tak,
Dzień dobry, dziękuję bardzo.
Dzień dobry. Please be informed that in case of emergency evacuation, all your baggage must be left on board. Thank you for your attention.
Nie, a wszyscy was raz. Wszyscy mamy pasek. just arrived in Wrocław and it took me over an hour to go for passport control, which obviously is ridiculous, but everyone had to be allocated either a home quarantine or provide a COVID test. So obviously it took ages to basically check everyone as the flight was almost full. But I'm happy to be in Poland and not having to self-isolate, and I'm looking forward to my short time in Wrocław. Cześć, hello, and greetings from Wrocław. I'm at the market square, and that's the famous town hall, and you can see it's quite cold, but there's so much snow, which is quite nice. But sadly you can't go anywhere inside to warm up, as restaurants and cafes are still closed in Poland. But you can go to the shopping mall in case you really need to warm up somewhere. But I'm just going to have a little stroll around the old town and see how the city looks like during COVID and winter 2021. One of the symbols of Wrocław are Wrocław gnomes. As you can see, that's an example just at the market square. There are lots of them. I was going to say hundreds, but I'm not sure if there are hundreds of them. But you can just do some exploring of the city and look for these gnomes. And they look differently in each place, but you can literally find them in quite a random places around the entire city. So I would recommend you to do it while you're visiting the city. That's one of the oldest parts of Wrocław, called Ostrów Tumski, which you can see behind me. Hello, that's me at Wrocław Airport, and today I'm traveling to Warsaw. Only a short domestic flight, but as you can see the airport is very quiet, and I think there are probably 2 or maybe 3 flights. But let's check this out, how it looks, how Wrocław Airport looks like during the Covid-19 pandemic. I've just checked in for my flight to Warsaw, and you can see the airport is dead. It's very quiet. It just feels very strange, and I could compare it to back in May 2020, or actually June 2020, when there were only domestic flights available. So it's very, very strange.
We apologise and inform passengers travelling to Warsaw by the LOT Polish Airlines, flight number LO3848, that this flight is delayed and the departure is expected at about 5:40 p.m.
Good afternoon, on behalf of LOT Polish Airlines, now our partner airlines, I welcome you aboard our Bombardier Q400 on a flight to Warsaw. Our flight time today is 40 minutes.
And I've arrived in Warsaw, and as you can see, it's very quiet at the airport, but my flight with LOT was very quick and the aircraft was full, which was good. And yeah, I'm a little bit sad to see Chopin Airport being so quiet. It feels like a little bit back in May 2020. And I just arrived in Warsaw, and since the hotels are closed, I rented an Airbnb, a private apartment, and you can see I've got a lovely view over Warsaw's downtown, the Palace of Culture and Warsaw skyline. And today I've ordered some Georgian food, as I miss Georgia quite a lot, and sadly I can't go there yet. I mean, I could, but it's a bit pricey. Trying some Georgian beetroot soup and a version of hachapuri. If you're looking to stay anywhere in Warsaw, I would recommend to stay somewhere central, as there is quite a big variety of Airbnbs with this sort of view like I have. Very small bedroom, it's obviously a studio, there's a toilet, and this room with the kitchen together. Obviously the view here is amazing, as you can see. Beautiful Palace of Culture and Science and the skyline. There's a small balcony here, so you can see the city. It's very cold, but it's sunny today, so it's lovely. But it's really, really nice, and you can see I'm next to the train station and very, very close to the old town, around 25 minutes walking distance from the Royal Castle. Zobacz, a to jest wideo.
To jest wideo?
Nagrywam, no to nagrywam tylko, wiesz. Masz mieszkanie. I'm at the Warsaw Old Town, and you can see Warsaw looks very beautiful in the snow. Obviously it's very cold, so make sure to dress properly this time of the year. Obviously you have to wear a face mask, but that's quite helpful because it's very cold. Unless you have a drink, then obviously you can take it off while you're drinking. But yeah, Warsaw during Covid-19 winter looks quite interesting. Obviously no many tourists around, but it's still nice.